Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this edition of Primetime Newscast in the English language on Canal de International. I'm called Maureen. We'll begin with our top stories. They earlier announced a nationwide strike action by secondary school teachers to begin this Monday has not been respected by many in the nation's political capital. Yaoundé teachers in different public colleges went on with their usual or daily activities. And amid rising food prices in Cameroon, farmers from different regions have met in Douala to propose alternative made in Cameroon foodstuff. The farmers say to fight food insecurity, having access to land and preservation methods will be the key. And few weeks after the African Cup of Nations COVID-19 vaccination centers in Cameroon's economic city Douala, a void of Cameroonians who should come for the vaccine. Health experts say the number of persons knocking at the doors of these vaccination centers has dropped drastically. Those were major stories. Details right ahead. Good evening once more. An earlier announced a nationwide strike action by secondary school teachers to begin this Monday has not been respected by many in the nation's political capital. Yaoundé teachers in different public colleges went on with their usual daily activities among the schools visited this day, while some were dishing out lessons to the students. Others were on with evaluation exercises. A clear assigned call for the strike action hasn't been heeded to by the pedagogues. It should be recalled that the teachers in 1 week announced a strike action. They are decrying a number of irregularities plaguing the teaching corps as they challenge the government to address the situation. Certainly come back to that in a subsequent editions of newscasts. Amid a rising food prices, green markets across Cameroon, farmers from different regions have met in Cameroon's economic city Douala today to propose alternative made in Cameroon foodstuffs. The farmers say to fight against food insecurity, having access to land and preservation methods will be key. Regina Leketanda tells us more.
From lack of access to land to poor seedlings, transportation and lack of preservation methods, the problem of farmers in Cameroon are multifaceted.
Nous traversons une tension pas très bonne.
We are going through tough times with regards to agro-food products. This seminar comes to provide alternatives made in Cameroon products and how together we can fight food insecurity in our country.
De lutter contre l'insécurité alimentaire.
Aware of these difficulties, a local organization, Révolution Verte, is bringing farmers together in an open-door day event to discuss problems akin to them and also showcase their local products. The session, running from the 21st to the 23rd of February, comes at a time when Cameroonians are battling with drastic increase in food prices.
The land is a problem for farmers in Cameroon, and also input to acquire input that it will help you to mend your crops. It's very difficult because where you go and acquire the input, the places are very far. So transportation and all the like is very difficult. So farmers found it difficult to mend up their crops. And beside that, the markets also, where they can go and retail their products.
Farmers participating at the Open Door Day have made recommendations on how to increase food productivity.
As far you have to come as far you left a demand. So after 2 years, we can give you money because we know that you are difficulties.
For 2 days, Cameroonians living in Douala have the possibility to stop here in Bepanda and shop food items to compensate the soaring food prices in the markets.
Heavyweight in African technology, Rebecca Enonchong has called on young Africans to surmount challenges and build a solid communities. She was speaking at the end of a workshop organized by Afrique Lab here in Cameroon's economic city Douala. More in the following story.
Addressing young tech hubs and startups has become a daily routine for this female entrepreneur, best known for her works in technology. Described as one of the most influential Africans in science, technology and innovation, Rebecca Enonchong has dedicated her career to promoting tech in Africa.
Yeah, some of the challenges that our local entrepreneurs have, that the startups have, are the regulatory environment, which makes it generally very difficult for them to start a business and to maintain their business and the level of growth that they need to achieve.
She wants, however, the tech entrepreneurship cannot flourish in a vacuum, disclosing there is a huge opportunity not just to catch up, but to link to different sectors.
Today, I was really speaking more to the authorities. Right? Because I think that to ask startups to change, to fix themselves, whereas the environment is so difficult that we need the authorities to create a more enabling environment during which all businesses thrive.
Besides her is another inspiring CEO of a free labs with over 320 technology hubs across 57 African countries.
So today's gathering is the AfriLabs Ecosystem Stakeholder Engagement event, and it's part of the 3-day capacity building program which AfriLabs has been running for about 2 years now.
The Douala Rendezvous in the month of February brought together stakeholders and key players in the African technology and innovation ecosystem with the aim of providing participants the opportunity to network and identify areas of learning and collaboration, and also discuss and propose solutions to current challenges being faced with the ecosystem.
An important stock of pangolin scales of more than 34 kilograms has been seized during an operation to track down a wildlife trafficker in the southwest region of Cameroon. The arrest of the presumed trafficker amid carried out by wildlife officials comes on the heels of a celebration marking the International Pangolin Day. More on the story with our reporter Ines Ondombala.
This is a trafficker. He was arrested for trafficking pangolin scales. It is a story of a man specialized in illicit trade of wildlife species. He has been carrying out the criminal activities for years now. Unfortunately, the recent operation carried out by wildlife officials in Cameroon with the technical assistance of Last Ape Grape organization LAGA led to his arrest. He was tracked in his home with 250 kilograms of pangolin scales. A house search, which follows his arrest, led to the seizure of 34 kilograms of bush meat, 3 pangolins, and monkey carcasses.
Concerning the bush meat, we'll make a sell auction. The first action may be to make a sensitization campaign so that people can be aware of the statue of pangolin. And there are people who are selling it on the market. There are people who are making traffic. You can just say them that maybe after each 3 months or 4 months, with the collaboration of LAGA, who is making a good job, we are always catch them.
The trial, which is currently going on, comes on the heel of a prosecution process that has kept the trafficker behind bars, where he is presently in national states. According to officials of Cameroon's Ministry of Forestry and Wildlife, the bushmeat will be auctioned and the money put into the government coffers. It is worth noting that these arrests and seizures come at a time the international community is commemorating World Pangolins Day, a moment to reflect on the plight of these endangered species, often killed for its scales and meat.
after the publication of some news items bordering on creation, ownership and winning of contracts as security company in Bamenda in the northwest region of Cameroon has described as fake the information from some online media organs and demanded for rejoinders. The made the press in Bamenda over the weekend. More on the story with our reporter Salih Sharifa.
Since the advent of social media, both individuals and organizations have suffered fake news and other forms of falsehood. This because the new information and communication tools have landed information management in the hands of just no one. A Bamenda-based organization, a soccer security, told some media houses in Bamenda over the weekend that it has no relationship with a certain army general in Cameroon, as purported by some online news sources and social media groups, especially over ownership and obtention of contracts.
There's no way we can have him as an influence over us. No, it's not allowed. So it's very important for us to clarify the public, because this false information is so dangerous in such a way that it can create us as security issues between us, the government, and our client.
Given the speed at which information flows at this ICT age, he'll have to abandon or neglected company departments like communication and public relations are being reactivated as damage control mechanisms.
Few weeks after the African Cup of Nations, COVID-19 vaccination centers here in Cameroon's economic city, Douala, are void of Cameroonians that should normally come for their vaccine. Health experts say the number of persons knocking at the doors of these vaccination centers has drastically dropped. Salih Sharifa visited some vaccination centers, yes, some COVID-19 vaccination centers.
Here in the littoral region of Cameroon, the economic capital city, Douala, a vast majority of persons believe COVID-19 pandemic is over. Most denizens do no longer respect social distancing and have abandoned the wearing of face masks.
During the period of AFCON, the population that was coming to testing was more, because some people come here to want to go to the field. Now, after the AFCON, the patient now that come to testing is low, because somebody come there, he just wants to know the status. The other person come there to just want to do the test and go and prospect for the work.
Here at the Paku Vita, one of the prominent vaccination centers of the littoral region, experts explain the number of persons coming to get themselves vaccinated has dropped since the African Cup of Nations wrapped off. It's the same situation here at South of Fed Aqua, another COVID-19 vaccination point.
Since the end of AFCON, we have a reduction of people who come to get tested, but we still open for them Monday to Sunday for be tested and to be vaccinated against COVID-19. For them, the message that we can give to us is to continue to observe all the measures for the government, and if they have any problem, to come our other seat to be tested and be vaccinated.
Health authorities call on population to get themselves vaccinated and tested, as COVID-19 is real and still exists.
It is against the backdrop of a bright future for the African continent that the 2022 edition of the International Trade Fair for Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises and Partnership Promote was officially launched today in Cameroon, in the nation's political capital, Yaoundé. Luc Magua-Bagatangana, representing the Prime Minister and head of government, like other speakers, lauded the participants to give and receive for the emergence of Africa. More on the story with Beatrice Ngamu.
This 8th edition of the multi-sectoral business exhibition, Promote, is against the context of COVID-19 and the global economic crisis, so the need to return to a healthy market environment. Occasion, therefore, for researchers and innovators to put their many different talents to the benefit of their countries. The focus of this year is on the theme Industrialization in Africa, are key to the development of the continent. Africa, with its population, is seen as a fertile ground for the expansion of industrialization, while the different speakers insist on the need for a great boom and promote opportunity to exploit. Over 800 enterprises from Cameroon and abroad answered for the jamboree in sectors such as agriculture, agribusiness, energy, industries, construction, mining, infrastructure, banking and finance, insurance, tourism, communication and craft, amongst many, through exhibitions, forums, debates, business to business, and business to commerce. Friendly countries like Italy, Great Britain, and more, part of the rendezvous. The over 20 years of business exhibition and partnership that was slowed for 2 years due to COVID-19 occasion to salute the contribution of some Cameroonian enterprises. Canal International, one of the faithful partners who was awarded Certificate of Excellence, and the Director General, Joseph Fotso, received the reward for their faithful partnership. Opened Saturday and officially launched this Monday, promote will run till Sunday.
And the 8th edition of the Business Exhibition Forum is an opportunity for enterprises to project products made in Cameroon. Numerous Cameroonian goods exposed this Monday, February 21 at the Yaoundé Conference Center by local enterprises in technological skills, Cameroonian-made chocolate, rice, and many other products. More on the story with our reporter Utmu Kusumi.
Rice, chocolate, vegetable oil, natural juice are some of the eye-catching made in Cameroon products here at the Promote Business Exhibition Forum. Primary products cultivated, exploited and transformed to finished products in Cameroon. Enterprises say they are ready to face the international market with the quality, quantity and even prices.
Can make a competition with others enterprise in the world. The thing is that our particularity is our chocolate is too soft, too natural, because our society and our products are natural and the price are accessible.
Though productions are high, the stakeholders are aiming to produce in larger scales, but unfortunately the challenges are enormous.
As we are producing the rice, we have limited funds. Like having inputs to put in the farm, it is difficult. We have sufficient fields to produce the rice, but for now the fields are yet undeveloped. So we still struggle at the level of man labor, producing with the hands. Another issue is that the rice is not yet known. So we are still showing to the public what Cameroon is able of producing.
The made in Cameroon at affordable prices, good qualities, producers, a call on Cameroonians to come and discover and consume their own local products during the 1 week of exposure.
Curbing terrorism is of paramount importance of curbing global geostrategic politics. One of such is the training of over 400 military personnel holding in Côte d'Ivoire. The training falls under the U.S. Flick Lock program championed by Admiral Jamie Sands. More on the story with our reporter Kejan Henry Atembe.
Some years we are looking for.
Over the years, the U.S. government continues its effort of post-9/11 terror attack and to build synergies in the global war against terrorism.
Flintlock strengthens our ability to counter violent extremist organizations, to collaborate across borders, and provide security to our people. The enemies of stability and progress do not recognize borders, making it even more important for us to work together. None of us can solve these problems alone.
And as part of the war against terror, some 400 military personnel from Africa, Europe and the United States are sharing knowledge on counter-terrorism.
Car la clé de la réussite, c'est le soutien de la population. En effet, la règle numéro 1 de la contre-insurrection, c'est qu'il faut que ce soit vous et la population contre l'ennemi. Mais ce n'est pas tout. Lorsque l'État peut compter sur le soutien de la population, il peut encaisser de lourdes pertes et continuer d'avancer.
The military personnel are training in the West African country of Côte d'Ivoire under the U.S. military exercise baptized Flintlock.
Nous sommes tous d'accord que la menace à laquelle nous faisons face aujourd'hui, c'est-à-dire le terrorisme, nécessite l'acquisition de savoir-faire particuliers à tous les niveaux, à partir de la prévention, de l'anticipation, de l'intervention, de la judiciarisation. Il faut nécessairement que nos armées s'adaptent.
Of late, West Africa is a major epicenter of terrorism on the continent, with Boko Haram and jihadist insurgencies as major challenges.
Report brings us to the end of this edition of Newscast on Canal the International. Thanks so much for watching. We have news in the French language at exactly 19h50 with Alain Gislain Kanga. So we'll be back same time tomorrow. Good night.